Greetings, everyone, to Select Your Players End of the Year podcast 2014. Tonight, we're bringing you some of our favorite things that happened this year, including games, movies, shows, anime, and music. So, why don't we get started by introductions? I'm Dojo, as you might know me from the Facebook page, if you know we have a Facebook page.
You follow.
To my right is...
Jared. You might know me from Crunchy Reviews, as well as Dojo, and just all the anime stuff we do.
They're actually sitting on top of each other, that's why
We were confused.
I'm basically in Jared's lap.
I confuse
so.
them. So who's
You're
this
like-
guy
And
talking?
I'm Alex. You don't know me because you've never heard me, but I'm new, and I'm here.
You might know him from his hit video review.
Of
Infamous. It was infamous.
Infamous. Anyway.
And to the far right of me,
Yeah, there's only 4 of us, and we've all already gone.
It's Johnny. Johnny Bumpkins.
Johnny Bumpkins,
Yeah.
streamer, dreamer,
Johnny B.
token taker.
Yes. That's me.
So
All right,
this is
let's
kind
jump
of,
in.
Yeah, this is like our award show. If we gave out awards,
Oh, should we call some celebrities?
yes, do it.
No,
John.
no.
Oh no,
They'll
no,
die.
no, don't
Oh
die.
yeah, no.
The select your player
yeah.
curse.
The select
We
your
can't talk about any more celebrities because last time we talked about celebrities, they all died
They
this
died.
past year.
Yeah.
Yes.
No more.
There's a select your player curse. Don't get mentioned on our show.
If you're a celebrity.
Yeah, or you'll die. So let's jump right in. Since we are a video game website first, I guess, should we do games first, everyone?
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah.
So what's Johnny? Me? Okay.
Okay, well, I can go.
Yeah, Johnny, tell us your favorite game of the year.
Game of the year. I'm going to cop out and just say Super Smash Bros. For Wii U.
Nice.
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 Because that was the best looking, funnest game. Not best looking game. Although Dojo can disagree with me on
And
that.
I will.
But it was one of the greatest games and most anticipated game, I believe, of this entire year.
For sure.
Probably.
For sure.
Yeah, and the 3DS version was just as good as the Wii U version.
The
but
3DS version was like a training
yeah,
for the
yeah.
it
Wii
was
U
like
version.
for people to get used to.
To hone your skills again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought, like, I'm not going to want to play this as much since I've already played the Game Boy one for months. But it really lived up to... oh, yeah. It really lived
You're
up to having multiple releases in the same year. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I see.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So, top or bottom? Who wants to go next?
I go.
Okay.
Infamous Second Son.
Okay.
Nice.
It's one of the 2 games I've played this year, so
Released
wasn't
in
hard.
March. So that's earlier then.
So
Yeah.
you were disappointed the whole rest of the year.
I guess. Or
This,
there's just the fact that I just don't play
Maybe
games.
he was so
so.
blown away that he couldn't play another game for a while.
Well, it actually, the only 2 games I beat this year were that and The Last of Us, but The Last of Us was not this year. I mean, it was remastered this year, but I was told I couldn't use that.
So, what hooked you to this game?
As anyone who's watched our other video, which if you haven't, check it out.
What was the number
But,
one thing?
The gameplay.
Gameplay.
Gameplay was a blast.
Sandbox.
Is a blast. So, yeah, that's mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Johnny as well, or what he said, Smash Brothers. Like he said, it was so anticipated. We waited what, like a year?
a year.
Since the Wii U came out.
Yeah.
Who knows when that one even was, so.
No,
We
it's
waited
it's
since-
been a long time.
Who's your favorite character?
Ooh,
Greninja.
that's a good one.
Johnny?
Greninja is my favorite.
Villager.
Really? Huh.
Villager.
I was
Sweet.
talking to you, but
Oh,
Alex?
it's just the one I'm really good with, and I
Nice.
like his moves.
You played Smash.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite new character?
I'd probably say Villager.
Really?
Probably.
Since Alex said Villager, I'm gonna say the ugliest
You
Villager.
already
Oh.
yeah.
What's her name?
No, we can't. Speak
Oh, yeah.
to her,
Dang
or else
it.
She'll die.
She'll die. She's a celebrity.
What about you, Joseph? Well, who is your favorite?
I have to go with Pac-Man.
You old man.
Nice.
It's-
I liked Pac-Man. He was like one of my top favorites too.
It's just fun to be him.
Although I've only played the dog once, but it was a blast. I like the
Oh
dog.
yeah, Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
So we've waited 6 years.
Yeah.
Since the last Super
Since
Smash
Brawl,
Bros.
right?
Since Brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, son.
Well,
We weren't waiting right when Brawl came out.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
so I was like,
as soon as
like-
Brawl came out, I was like, when's the next one?
I just tripped.
Where is it?
This is gross.
Tripping. What the?
where's Pac-Man? Yeah, and for mine, I just rounded out, say Smash Brothers also.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was tough because I really love Shovel Knight, but
Oh.
Shovel Knight was just a little shorter
Yeah.
and a little easier than Smash.
It was surprisingly easy because
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be hard.
but Smash, it's rare that a fourth game in a series adds new stuff to
True.
the game, and this one added 8-player smashes, which is
True.
like my favorite thing in the world right now.
Quite a few new characters.
Yeah, new characters. A lot of people say stages didn't live up to like.
That was me. So far, I don't have all the stages, but
Yeah, but that's just a little nitpick. Maybe Smash Tour isn't that fun.
I like how they improve older characters as well,
Yeah, I like
like
that too.
Bowser and
yeah,
so on
true.
and so forth.
Yeah.
Bringing
Sonic.
in the Mii's gave it a lot of variety in the amiibos.
And there's so much like
Mii's, that is so cool.
Yeah.
That you can play as Mii's.
There's-
Kill fighting against Sonic the Hedgehog.
that's always what I wanted.
Exactly.
And
There's so many different like not events but different modes in
Yeah.
this game.
There's a lot.
I still haven't played a lot of them.
And in the year of broken gaming, I think it was one of the most polished.
Yeah.
Want to talk any more gaming, or should we move on to movies?
Well, I already said the only two games I
Yeah.
beat, so I'm still working on Assassin's Creed 3, and Unity's already out. So
Nice.
yeah.
So movies, the year in cinema. Lots of movies this year.
Mm.
Is this good or bad? Good.
Good.
Good,
Good
good,
movies.
good movies.
Yes, Johnny. Good.
Good movies.
So why don't we start with me? No, Jared.
Me?
Me.
Me.
Let's just start with me.
Why don't we just make this me cast?
So you want to start with me?
Jared, what's your
I'd-
favorite movie of 2014?
Going off of just pure enjoyment for myself, I'd have to say Godzilla.
Nice.
But
Nice.
just well done and most intriguing to me, probably Interstellar.
Nice. Yeah. Those are good
Godzilla
ones.
brought all the nostalgia of like old Godzilla movies for me. I just felt like a little kid, and it
God.
brought back memories.
Like Broderick Godzilla.
Yes,
You are a little kid.
I will defend
And-
that movie till my dying day. I love that movie.
and Interstellar was just fun for me. I really enjoyed that movie as well.
God, that movie was so impactful. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alex,
Favorite movie I actually saw
last night?
2 nights ago.
Okay.
Wait, what's today? Today's Sunday. Yeah, it was last night. The Imitation Game. That was really good. I had
Nice.
never even heard of it, really, until that day. And our friend Ben asked if we wanted to go see it, and then I just looked up a trailer, and I was like, that looks amazing, and it was.
Sweet.
But that's kind of a different kind of movie because it's a true story. It's not like one of those movies you're like, oh, that was great, I want to see it again. It was more like, wow, that was really impactful. But as far as just pure enjoyment, like Jared said, Guardians. Well, he didn't say Guardians, but just pure enjoyment. Guardians was awesome. So.
Sweet.
Nice.
Johnny?
I was gonna say Guardians of the Galaxies because I saw that 4 times in IMAX 3D.
Dang.
But that was on their part because they weren't checking my ticket.
I was going to say, you could feed a small country with how many times you went to movies.
But actually, I thought about it on what came out this year, and I'm gonna say the Grand Budapest Hotel.
That came out this year?
Yeah, that came out.
Yeah,
this
Johnny
year.
showed that to me not too long ago, and
How
that was
is that
really
movie?
good. It was
That-
really good.
The style of it was phenomenal. It was like it's not what you see these days anymore. I mean, everything was in a square. It was like a 1x1 film.
Yeah.
But the colors, the direction, all the actors that were in it and actresses was beautiful. The music
Is
is
it
always great. in
Is
Wes
it a
Anderson.
comedy or what is it? Like a drama? What, or, It looked like a comedy to me, but it could.
Help me out with this one, Alex. Was it a comedy? It was pretty
it's
comedic.
It's a quirky comedy to me.
It's Wes Anderson. Right?
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of Amelie mixed with
Moonrise.
no, that not that. Well, that too. Yeah,
Which,
that.
That's the same.
Moon Knight Rising.
Moon Knight.
Elijah Wood.
Nice.
Oh, everything's illuminated.
Everything's illuminated.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So to me, I haven't seen that movie in a while. Maybe I need to watch it again. But
It had that same like or similar, like comedic
yeah,
value to
it's
it.
very very quirky and I don't know.
What about me?
What about you?
What about you?
Did you even watch movies?
Joseph.
I don't watch
What
movies.
was your favorite movie of this year?
I'd have to go with Interstellar.
Nice.
I thought, it's Chris
Why
Nolan.
would- yeah, I was gonna say,
It's
why
Chris
wouldn't
Nolan.
you?
If you know me, I just love Chris Nolan movies.
Even if you do know him, you don't really know.
Yeah, even if you don't know me,
Which you know the Facebook page.
yeah.
Who doesn't love Chris Nolan movies though?
But I thought Matthew McConaughey did like the best performance this year.
Yeah, that was
But I
really
haven't
good.
seen like Cumberbatch yet, so I don't
Oh
know.
man, that's so good. But I loved Interstellar. That was definitely up there.
I just love how Nolan's stuff's original.
Yeah.
That you don't know much about the story going in. If I had a runner-up, it'd be Cap 2.
Oh yeah, true.
Probably my favorite superhero movie of the year. I thought it was Marvel's Dark Knight because it was just like the most adult of the Marvel movies. I want to say
Yeah.
the most serious. But
It was a lot darker than the rest.
Yeah.
yeah,
I loved how real it was. Like a lot of it, it's like superpowers, but that one was just brawling like a machine gun.
It was almost like a thriller or like
Yeah.
a political thriller.
yeah, and that was their
It was
goal.
like a Marvel Bourne movie.
Yeah.
Like-
That was the director's goal going into the movie, was to make it like a 70s spy film.
nice.
And one thing like that wasn't part of 70s spy film of it was that I really enjoyed was there was no love interest in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And love interest like we see with Captain America the first one and like
Iron
Man,
Man.
Pepper Potts and stuff like that. We always see a love interest, but no, you had Black Widow and Captain America throughout the entire movie and they didn't show one bit of affection towards another. I thought that was cool.
They
because
kissed, but it was fake.
yeah, and it was like all a part of the objective of them.
But it made like their friendship seem real.
Yeah.
yeah, it was like a
yeah.
flirty friendship, but not in
not
a
in-
romantic way.
Yeah, and that's nice to see.
Yeah, I liked that a lot.
Okay. Well, do you guys got anything to add to movies, or do you want to move on to TV shows?
I don't know.
Let's go to the boob tube,
What?
shall we?
Joseph, this is a family.
I'm
PG.
sorry. I'm from the 80s. That's what we called it.
What are you talking? Oh,
Now we
is
have
this
to edit.
TV or something?
Yeah, TV. Did
Okay.
you know?
Well, are you serious?
I didn't know.
was?
I didn't know what that was. I was born in '91. I don't know the '80s stuff.
It's more like 1950s, Joseph, isn't it? Yeah, it's like baby boomer.
So let's start with Alex,
Okay.
and let's ask him, what was your favorite TV show of 2014?
2014. It was The Walking Dead
Really?
because
What
I-
season are they on?
they are on 5 now, and the end of season 4 and going into season 5 was just super cool.
Sweet.
I really need to catch up on that.
Yeah.
It's so good later on, man.
was it
It's-
dramatic?
It was just like at the end of season 4, it's one of those times where I just could not see a way out of their situation at all. Like I was just like, how the heck are they getting out of this? And yeah, that was it. Walking Dead.
Nice. Jared? Jared?
I'm actually gonna go with a live action show because if I don't, because I usually just watch anime,
True.
but I was like, I gotta do something different.
Okay, thank
So I'm
you.
gonna go with The Flash.
Nice.
Sweet.
Flash was it was a surprise.
It's a nice surprise because like I don't hate it, but I don't like Arrow.
Huh.
It's too serious. Like Oliver, he's not like I would expect him to be like all witty.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda
playful.
Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like that in Smallville. He was more like charming and
Yeah. And then The Flash, it's like a nice combination of comedy, action,
Very true.
superhero.
It gets very sentimental too.
It
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
With
a-
him and his dad, or his adoptive dad.
It's
Yeah.
like the most comic booky show that's ever
Yeah,
been.
Yeah.
that's very true.
Well, that succeeded.
They
And-
just found a good formula, and I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, and the graphics, man, are
Yeah.
The graphics.
well, except for when he like flew through the door and punched that dude. That was horrible. But like the tornado in the first episode, the green
Yeah.
smoke, they were just really surprising for
I like
a
the
TV show.
costumes. 'cause
Yeah.
they've been trying to get it close to the comic book style
Yeah,
without like
going too corny.
yeah. They're not all wearing black.
Yeah,
What I've heard was people don't like his chin strap.
I like
Hmm.
Yeah,
that.
but it's really Bart Allen looking.
Yeah.
His chin strap.
And
does
New
he not
52
usually have it, or
version
the
of
Not
Flash?
usually.
52, yeah.
Huh.
One thing is Flash isn't my favorite character on that show.
Well, who is?
Really?
Cisco Ramon.
Nice
Yeah,
vibe.
vibe.
Oh, is that the
Really good.
geeky long-haired dude?
Yeah.
Oh, he's great. Like, oh, he's hilarious.
Breakdancing vibe. Johnny.
My favorite show of this year is gonna have to be Gotham.
Oh,
Nice.
Gotham! Oh, Gotham is so good.
Gotham was great. Penguin's
Penguin
role,
is really
Oswald
good in that show.
Cobblepot like makes up that entire show.
Yes.
If the show was only about him,
Penguin
I
Rising.
would definitely watch it. But it has Jim Gordon, Harvey,
Harvey's awesome.
which they chose a pretty good guy for that. He's not as fat,
Yeah.
but
Not as fat as I'd like him.
Maybe they'll keep fattening him up.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah, throughout the
They-
series.
every episode they've shown him eat, so maybe that's
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
that's
fattening him
awesome.
up.
yeah. So
Either that or they're gonna get a wreck and he's gonna hit like a lard truck and then it's just gonna
Absorb.
swallow all
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
lard.
I mean, the show the show has its holes, definitely. Like if you're a big Batman fan with Batman fanatic and stuff like that, Jared's cracking up for you.
Losing Jared.
But
I got images of him just swallowing lard.
But if you just look at the creative, like directive note of it, it's great. I mean, they're fixing up Pamela Isley's backstory because a lot of people were upset about her being called Ivy and living with Mario. Pepper
Oh,
and
that was
stuff
really
like that.
corny.
Yeah. But so that'll be cool. I mean, they chose a perfect Selena Kyle in my opinion.
Very true.
She looks like a little Michelle Pfeiffer from the original one.
The gangsters, are they good?
The gangsters.
Yeah, Fish.
Oh, like Fish Mooney.
Yeah.
And,
Okay, I'm not gonna get into that.
Fish Mooney.
I love Fish Mooney. I think she's hilarious. I don't
Jada
even.
does
think
a
it's-
great role for that.
I didn't even think it looked like her when I first saw the show.
Yeah.
I didn't
I went
recognize
in.
her.
I went into the show thinking she was gonna be the absolute worst part about it because she
Yeah.
looked super corny before.
What
But
about-
it's funny because she's so pathetic. Like that's the. I think it's funny. I don't even know if they're trying to be humorous about it, but
Yeah.
What about the Falcones? Have they gone in
They
any
haven't
more
really
deeper?
gotten in
No.
I really like the guy they have him playing him, but
Yeah.
can't remember his name.
Well,
The Pope from Borgia.
Can we at least all agree that Bruce isn't the strongest point of this show?
He's definitely probably the weakest. I would
Yeah.
think. And I mean, it's not his fault. He's a little
No,
kid. There's nothing
yeah.
he can do about it. But
And
It's
what are you
not
gonna
like-
do with young Batman? I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't start off fighting
Yeah.
crime.
he wasn't the knight all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say he
You have
does
to
get
start from the
better.
bottom,
Yeah.
and now you're here.
what kind of rubbed me
He
wrong?
wasn't born in the dark. He adopted.
Something that rubbed me wrong was like the Tommy Elliott thing they introduced, where he was like his bully instead of like his friend.
Huh.
But I don't know. I haven't watched enough of it to criticize it.
I
You
will
have
say
attention?
that Bruce does get better throughout the series,
Okay.
especially near the end. He's decent. Like, but going into the show, thinking that or finding out that the Penguin would be the best part of the show, I would never have guessed. Like he's perfect.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Well, to just like recap all the superhero shows, it's not my favorite show, but I thought Arrow had a really strong season this year.
The ending,
Especially
man.
the ending.
Ending
That
was
was good
so
ending.
awesome.
It,
I don't even like Arrow, and I like that ending.
we won't spoil it for you, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what they do next. But my favorite show is actually a mini series.
Huh.
And it came on Cartoon Network and
So
it's
good.
called Over the Garden Wall
Yo, babies.
from one of the guys from Adventure Time.
Oh, cool.
So it's got that quirkiness that you would expect, the kind of weirdness. I guess it was a kind of a Halloween show. Would you say?
It took place the night after or the night of Halloween.
So the fall setting is just awesome.
It's really dark for your sort of taste, Joseph. Honestly.
You can't see anything.
It's pretty dark.
It is dark, but it's also really fun. Like the whole, one of my favorite episodes is that frog episode when they're on that boat.
Yo, babies.
And the music's great on that one, and it makes you smile. It makes you.
You know, good thing about that show is it was so, like you said, quirkiness. Because, like, in the first episode, the kid's wearing a hat and a cape, and you're like, what's wrong with, like, what's up with this kid? Is he, like, a cosplayer? What is he doing?
Yeah, it sets up a little bit of a mystery. You don't know exactly what you're getting into.
Yeah.
But as it unravels, it just really becomes like this, like, coming of age story, I guess you would call it.
Like a dark fairy tale, coming of age.
Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it till you guys mentioned it. I haven't seen anything about it, but
You can find the whole thing online. I
Yeah,
think it's
nice.
on.
This is
Who?
Cartoon Network.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I saw it on something else too, Hulu or something. I don't know, but yeah, you'll find it all online, and it's just awesome.
Good
how
music
many
in it.
episodes are there?
It's only like
10 episodes. I
10
think.
part. Yeah, it's a 10-part miniseries.
But they're like
Cool.
10 minutes each.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
so
cool.
it'll take you no time at all. But
Awesome.
check that out. It's
Yeah.
really well done.
If they ever put it on Blu-ray, I'm getting it.
Nice.
Okay, so part of TV watching is the episode, because maybe your favorite episode didn't come from your favorite show this year.
True.
So why don't we go with Johnny and ask him what was his favorite episode of the year?
My favorite episode of this year, I hope it was of this year. I'm pretty sure it was, but it was Zeus and the Real Girl from Gravity Falls.
Nice.
Where Zeus, their electrician or maintenance man of the mystery house, needs to find a date. So he finds a Japanese dating simulator video game.
Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah.
and turns out everybody has traded it in because it's evil.
Yeah.
So it comes to life and it gets really hooked onto Zeus, and it turns into this whole Five Nights at Freddy's kind of deal where they go to Chuck E. Cheese and she's haunting all the animatronics and chasing them while he's on a real date with somebody real. And I don't know, that show is just great.
Yeah.
It
Runkles.
is really good for like a Disney like kids show.
Yeah.
Zeus is a really funny character.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Zeus. He's like the chunkier dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was this year, but the zombie one,
Oh,
where he's still kind of like laid back as a zombie.
Yeah, that was this year. That was season 2.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, that was my favorite show of this
Sweet episode.
episode of this year.
Yeah. Alex, favorite episode?
My favorite episode, I don't really know. I mean, I'd probably have to go with the last episode for this half, or I don't know. Are the animes are they like the half season, or are these new
Season.
ones? It's a whole season.
Yeah.
So okay, so the last episode of All Noah Zero is probably my favorite episode this year.
Sweet. We're not there yet.
You're not. We are halfway.
So what can we expect?
I don't. There was just things that I just didn't expect. Like, it's not a mind blowing like crazy. It was just,
So expect the unexpected.
yeah. It was just like, I don't know. It was such a cool wrap up. I think, and it was just unexpected. So
Sweet. What?
I'm just kidding.
I don't know what's going on.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
that kind of is.
Not
yeah.
not for anything you're hearing, for anything you're seeing.
Yeah.
Jared,
And we're gonna leave it at that. So
what's your favorite episode?
it's gonna have to be something that I wasn't expecting, but usually it's like Adventure Time, a regular show.
Yes.
But actually, I'm gonna go with Over the Garden Wall, the last episode,
Yeah.
because this actually stuck with me. Like I remember it and everything. It's just the culmination of everything you've been expecting, wanting to see how it ends and stuff like that. And it's actually Joseph really dark. With there's like this nameless kind of monster I won't spoil.
Oh, the monster part
Yeah.
is pretty dark.
But anyway,
What's your way?
it's just a good show. It's a good miniseries. But
Is
that
it over?
episode-
Like it's done?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
already over. But that episode was really good.
Okay, sweet. So I guess we'll go to mine. My favorite episode of the year was from Adventure Time,
Nice.
and it was
No
called.
spoilers. I'm only in season 3.
Oh crap!
Here, I'll just plug my
No,
ears.
it's
I'll plug my
called.
ears.
It's called. What is it called? Margaret,
Joshua and Margaret.
Joshua, and Margaret.
Oh, that was a great episode.
I love that episode. It was like the detective story, the 50s detective, because the way they talk,
Yeah.
it's just so 50s. And just those characters, if anyone got a spin-off from Adventure Time, I would want it to be Jake's dad or Jake's parents.
Yeah.
Just them have a mystery
Joshua's
show.
awesome. Like, you don't know much about him, but he's really cool.
We know he killed a demon.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my favorite episode of the year, Alex, that I just spoiled.
And we
Okay.
didn't get an Adventure Time after that for a long time.
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
So it felt like that was the last episode.
Felt like
even
a
though it
season
was, like,
finale or something like that.
episode 12, somewhere
Yeah,
around there.
I don't even know. So we had to wait that long old gap before we got new ones. So why don't we go to? I guess it's kind of TV still, but our favorite anime of this year, which we watched a ton. Me and
Yeah.
Jared, as the Coneheads, and we reviewed some, and we didn't review some, and we promised we would review some, and we didn't review some. So why don't we start with Jared, the
Yeah.
other Conehead in here?
Let's start off with a bang.
And we'll start off with a bang,
Because
okay?
this anime was amazing. It's called Kill la Kill by Trigger, Studio Trigger.
That came out this year?
It
it's-
ended this year.
Yeah.
Oh, ended.
It started late in 2013. It finished in 2014. But this anime, 26 episodes long, it just grabbed me, man. It was so good. It reminded me of like Yu Yu Hakusho, but with a girl. And because she was like Yusuke's like does what he wants, hates authority.
Kick butt.
Yeah. And that's who Ryuko was. And it was just great. I loved it. There's great action. The art was good.
The art was amazing.
The music was good. It was just all around great. And I'd have to say it's the best anime this year.
What was that one?
Kill
Kill
a
la
kill.
Kill.
Kill la Kill. Nice.
I concur, good sir.
Oh.
I believe JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders was the best anime of this year.
Nice.
Nice.
But I do hear so much good stuff on Kill la Kill, but I haven't watched it yet. But
Me either. Sadly.
JoJo feels like it's that like strength in numbers sort of feel that you get from like Dragon Ball Z.
The Z
Yeah.
Fighters.
Yeah, taking out like that one big guy at the very end. That sort of feels, since it's such an old manga that they're adapting to a new anime.
Yeah.
That I don't know. The music's great. The characters are enjoyable. The art style is completely different from what you see nowadays.
Yeah.
So Fist of the North Star.
Yeah,
Big strong guys.
very manime.
Yeah.
Masculine dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. So JoJo.
I
Okay.
really need to give JoJo a shot.
I can't get through the first series. I want to get to the Stardust Crusaders.
Joseph, you only watched 2 episodes.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna make Alex go last this time.
Oh,
How about
All
that?
right, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Space Dandy season 2.
a dandy guy in space.
And I say that because Space Dandy, I love this season just because of the guest directors.
Yeah.
I love that approach to the
Oh,
show.
true. Yeah.
So every episode felt like we were getting like a new approach to Space Dandy, and it really season 1 was great, but this one just like amped it up.
And what's funny is like when you saw the promos and stuff for Space Dandy, like I was like, oh, music one, that's gonna be the best one, and it wasn't.
It was the worst.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple music ones this year, but
Yeah.
none of them were that great. But no, but you got to see just like every art style that they could, like every unique art style you see in anime, pretty much was represented in this show. The humor of every episode was a little different.
Yeah.
Even in one show, that one where Dandy goes through the dimensions, we get to see callbacks from like animes past and everything.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Um.
I was gonna say more, but he cut me off.
Oh, did you have more?
No, yeah, but go ahead.
Cobra.
Yeah.
Something else.
No, just don't dwell on this. Just keep going.
And then the last episode was really good. It was probably not my favorite episode of the season.
I'd say the best one is the one where he died, or he was
Yeah.
like in that dimension.
yeah.
Oh, is that the one I really liked?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all trippy. That was really cool.
Yeah, it's like the best one. It's trippy.
Definitely the worst was like the High School Musical one.
Yeah, that one was bad.
There was not enough bass.
There was not enough bass.
in the song.
It's all about that bass, and there
all
was
about
not
that
enough
treble.
bass. Yeah, I guess so.
Trouble.
I guess they got it, backwards. But
Yeah. I just love even the art style in the last one where they went 2D and 1D, and it was just great.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
saw that one.
It was
but-
a satisfying end, and I'm sorry to see the show go.
It's done?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
done.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I saw the ending.
So here's hoping for a movie.
Short and sweet. Yeah.
So Alex, why don't you tell us?
I'm
your
gonna be
favorite?
boring because I already said it, but All Noah Zero was my favorite
Ah, so
anime
boring.
of this year. It's close to Tokyo Ghoul, but All Noah Zero was just so solid in my opinion. It was, gosh, it was.
Do you like the music,
I like the music a lot,
the art style?
art style. At first when I first turned it on, I was like, I'll give this a shot. And then like by the end of the first episode, I was like, this is awesome.
Voice
And then I
acting?
watched all 12 episodes straight in a row, like in one sitting.
Yeah.
And
Voice acting.
voice acting is awesome. Just I don't know. It was just, and like I said, the last episode just had some unexpected things. I was just like, how is this going to continue from here?
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for this next month when that returns.
Tokyo Ghoul was
Tokyo Ghoul
Pretty
is
popular with
freaking
everyone.
awesome.
The Tokyo Ghoul fandom seemed like they came from the Attack on Titan fandom.
yeah.
Very true, including me.
They just switched.
Yeah,
they're
they-
like, we're not getting more Titans.
Yeah,
so
well,
what's...
what is this? Well, we'll go with ghouls.
What else eats people? Ghouls do. Let's watch this.
Okay, so why don't we get away from the visual and into the sensual?
That was a good transition, Joe.
Ooh,
Sensual.
you thought about that.
No, I didn't. Let's get into the audio
There you go.
and let's talk about our favorite
Audiobooks.
Audiobooks, yes, favorite audiobook. Can we add that? I'm just kidding.
Let's go to our favorite musical album of the year, and I want to hear Johnny's because I don't know much about Johnny's musical taste this year.
Musical taste.
Because usually Johnny's very throwback, and he's listening to standards. And,
Frank Sinatra. And
Yeah, big band.
Jimi Hendrix.
So what did you?
Yeah.
What did you listen that was new this year,
Oh, man.
Johnny?
My favorite album of this year, though, was a guy who's really great at making hip hop beats and everything, and he has that like great flow and everything. It was Kill Bill the Rapper's Ramona, and you can download that for free on SoundCloud and Bandcamp from Kill Bill the Rapper. It's a great album. It has a bunch of like geek culture references in it. He plays a lot of Pokemon and everything, so you'll hear that. He has one line in one of his songs that say something about I used up all of my moves. I couldn't do nothing but struggle, which was really, if you hear like a hip hop person sing that, you think, oh man, how deep. But when you use up all your moves in Pokemon, and I know this because of raising Magikarps, you use struggle, which is an attack
Oh,
when
that's
you use
clever.
all your moves.
Oh, I didn't know
So,
that.
man's very clever. He does.
What's his style like? Is he fast? Is he
It's
smooth?
smooth and flow,
Heavy.
I guess you could say. I don't know much on hip hop in that sort of sense.
Yeah.
That he really hooked me into what he makes and that. I mean, he uses a lot of anime references too. I mean, his album's called Ramona from Scott Pilgrim,
Scott
which is not anime, but
It's
it's
classified as
Ye-
manga. I
yeah.
guess.
A lot of tracks from Fully Cooley are in it. A lot of audio samples.
Nice.
So yeah, go check that out. It's free.
It's free.
So-
Free
Sweet.
is always good.
Yes.
Jared. Music.
Um, Well, one of my favorite bands came back this year.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Copeland. They've been out of the scene for about 3 years now, 3 or 4, if I'm correct.
Forever, man.
It's been a long time. They're always a band I loved. They're not super hard. They're not super soft. It's usually really beautiful music. Stuff you can just chill out to. Sometimes you need that. You don't always want to go hardcore all the time. The album this year, can you pronounce this? Because I probably butcher it. I don't know how to pronounce that.
No. Exora? I don't know.
I don't know.
Exodia the Forbidden One?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good album name.
Zora. I don't know.
Anyway, it's really good.
Was it like their old stuff?
It's actually a lot different from their old stuff.
Yeah, I listened to it and I was like,
Really?
wow, this doesn't even really sound much like them.
Yeah.
I liked it though.
It's a good change of pace. I feel like it's a really good beginning, and then it kind of slows down towards the end, like halfway through. Not saying it's bad. I'm just saying the most memorable are in the beginning of the album.
Nice.
True.
But
true.
it's great seeing them come back, and I'm excited to see more from them or hear more from them.
Sweet. Alex, what were you blasting in your ears?
I'm gonna be boring again and go back to one of my answers
El
before.
Noah Zero.
Oh,
No, not all Noah Zero. Not all Noah Zero. I just feel like there's nothing that I can think of that came out this year that I bought or enjoyed that much. But just the Infamous
The
soundtrack.
infamous soundtrack.
Infamous. It's infamous.
No, I was
I-
starting to think of video game soundtrack too.
I really liked that one. That's one game soundtrack that I actually got, and
Mhm.
I don't know. It would be a different answer if there were bands that I really liked that had come out with an album, but
I've heard it.
since there's not,
It's got good guitar.
Yeah,
it really
it's ju-
goes with the.
it's really
game.
simple. Like there's not crazy riffs or sweeps.
Yeah.
It's like one note, but it's like very impressionable. There's like one note, like I don't know, a lot of movement. There's really good percussion in it too. So yeah, that's mine.
Sweet.
Infamous.
Well,
Joseph,
I
what
was
was
so tempted to pick the Shovel Knight soundtrack because I listened to that a ton, maybe
Nice.
more than any other album this year.
It's really
But
good.
it just calls back to the games of my past, the Nintendo, DuckTales, Mega Man, all that good stuff. It just that 8-bit goodness, chip music. But my favorite album of the year goes to Mystery by INTL.
That was my runner-up.
It's a real short 7-track disc or whatever you call music nowadays.
Yes.
Album. And one's just like an instrumental little short thing. So it's really just 6. It's kind of an EP. But these guys I've been following for a while. Sadly, with indie music, any album could be your last.
Yeah.
Sadly, this is their last album.
Oh,
They
man.
broke up right after this one.
They're a band that I could see listening to for a while. too.
Yeah, it's very it's alternative. It's like Mute Math. It's like Paper Route. If you know any of those guys, they're from Nashville, so they got that Nashville kind of sound to them. But yeah, it's good. It's the
Great vocals.
great vocal. It doesn't slow down. It's good album,
Yeah.
front to back. So we done the good. Let's get into the bad. What was
yeah.
our biggest disappointments of the year?
What was it, Joseph? What was
For
yours?
me?
Yeah, start it
Oh,
off.
okay.
Started off, baby.
This is gonna make people mad. And don't get me wrong, I like the movie,
All right, all right.
but it was
Oh,
Guardians of the
yeah.
Galaxy. Just because I had such high hopes for this movie. I was the one guy who knew what Guardians was when they announced it.
You were the one guy. There's
I know there was millions.
One guy out of us. I never knew what it was.
Hundreds.
There was millions,
There was a galaxy.
but I was in that camp, and it's not a bad movie. It's a funny movie. It's got probably Marvel's best soundtrack to it, because usually Marvel movies really leave me wanting
AC/DC.
in the mute. Yeah, but the plot of it wasn't that great. It didn't seem like they were going up against like these impossible odds, like they wanted you to think. I heard I read something with the director. He said that putting Thanos was in it was like one of his biggest regrets
Definitely.
because
I don't even remember him being in it.
he looked awful, but also he kind of cut the tension with Ronan. It made Ronan kind of seem wimpy.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I thought they got the characters like down. They were great. Rocket was great,
Oh gosh, he was.
but
awesome.
like just the past like the three big arcs that really got Guardians' attention were
I wanted you to talk about this.
you did.
Yeah.
Okay, I was worried. I thought you were gonna kill me or something. But no, and so Guardians came to like everyone's attention with these three like epic arcs, and they were called the Annihilus Wave, the Thanos Imperative, and then I can't remember the second one. But it stars Ultron. He takes over this robotic race in space and like tries to take over the universe. So I mean, they're just grappling with these huge villains in these three arcs. And it didn't have that tension in the movie. It was an origin film, which I thought was kind of weighted down. I don't think we need to see Peter Quill's beginnings right away. I think they could have saved that, and he could have been like established in space instead of like no one knowing who the Star-Lord was.
Kind of like the newest Guardians, how they started that off.
Yeah.
He's just in space.
Yeah. So that was my biggest disappointment. It wasn't bad.
But I can see them.
Disappointing.
I can see them doing that because I knew about Guardians of the Galaxy as a franchise or a book, but I wasn't familiar with them. I just knew there was a Rocky Raccoon.
There was a talking raccoon.
I didn't know almost anything about Quill,
Yeah.
like his character at all. I just know that he was voiced by Master Chief in that one cartoon.
I knew.
So Alex, what was your biggest disappointment this year?
Well, you guys already know it was Ninja Turtles.
I think everyone knows.
Yeah, that one sucked. It was. I approached it like Jared. He told me that he, approached it with an open mind and an open heart.
With
Yes.
me yelling at you guys saying, "Duh!"
Yeah, I
The
know.
whole time.
It's the one time we should have listened to Joe. And it just, once they released the footage for Shredder, I was like, that's retarded, but I'll still, watch it. And even after I saw it, I was, still trying to justify it, and I didn't realize until Christmas Eve, which is a couple of days ago, not really, it was like a week ago, and it's a terrible movie. It is a horrible movie.
Bad. Did you see this in 3D?
I did not, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's the only time I've been to Alamo, actually.
Oh, okay.
I saw it, but that wasn't why. It was the movie.
Okay.
It was the movie that I hated it. It was just all of Michael Bay's humor, like looking at the chick's butt humor and explosions, of course. But it was just... And at the very end of the movie, Splinter, when they're talking to him and he's like on the ground on his back, I don't know how they let this pass. Like, I think they were trying to do a depth thing with his nose, but his cheek looks like a child's painting, while his nose looks it's terrible.
Child's painting.
It's bad when I want to walk out of the movie.
Yeah,
Not a child's drawing, a child's painting.
a child's painting. It
Which-
looked like smeared paint.
Which is really hard for children.
yeah,
Because they got stubby fingers.
yeah. And you have to mix paint. It's not
It's
like
all
drawing.
thick.
It's their world, guys.
Oh.
They can do whatever they want.
Okay.
I didn't see that one in 3D either, but that was the one movie me and my sister sat down and watched, and right in the beginning of the movie we were like, crap, we should have gone to Alamo. Because they have pizza, and we wanted pizza that entire
yeah.
time. Like,
With the turtles.
Yeah.
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 That's
and-
smart. I would have.
In that scene where the pizza lands on his head, like they're trying to make it a better movie by calling back to the better movies.
No, what I'll tell
And-
you is the worst part. Is that Splinter learned his martial arts
From a freaking book!
from
martial arts with dummies.
Not even a book. A book you'd find like at Goodwill.
Yeah! He literally found it in the sewer. Oh,
It's like one of those
stupid.
golden books for kids or
Yeah.
something like
It's
that.
like if you found out.
Penguin. Those penguin books.
It's like you found out Yoda learned it from TV.
Yeah. He taskmastered it.
Yeah.
Oh, anyone
don't
get
know.
that?
He might have.
Might have.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
George Lucas is going back right now. He's buying the
He's
franchise
like, man,
back.
that Ninja Turtle movie was great.
He's like, Disney, give it back. I gotta make one more fix.
Anyway, I hated it. It's the worst movie I've seen in a long since the second Transformers.
Okay.
So
Which was
Who
also Michael Bay.
would
Which
like
was
to
also
go
Michael Bay.
next between?
You
No, I already went.
and
Me and you.
me. Yeah.
Fight it. Here's
I'll
a
go.
stick.
I'll go because
Okay.
it's easy. Mine aren't that big.
Oh,
Okay.
I know mine. Yeah.
I'd have to say the English dubbing of Kill la Kill and Attack on Titan. Two
True.
animes
that you love.
I love when they were subbed. Just the voice acting was incredible. It like really pumped it up. Like they were really into it. These English dubs are atrocious.
it's terrible.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I've only seen Attack on Titan, but it's just. And Attack on Titan was my first subbed anime, and I loved it. But
It's
yeah,
like-
I
it's
can't take this
terrible, though.
egregious offense towards my enemy.
Aaron, oh my god,
It's
or
like
Armin.
they're-
I mean,
they're not trying or something.
Oh, they're
with
trying.
Attack
They're
on
trying
Titan.
with this.
they're trying to make it bad.
I felt like they just didn't give it enough attention as they should have.
Enough thought process.
Yeah, enough thinking.
It's like
Yeah.
let's get Kitty Toe from Sao and
Let's just get the most famous.
Like, what is this show?
Yeah.
Attack on Titan, whatever. It's like the Japanese was just at the voice acting added so much weight to the story and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ominous feeling throughout it, and then Attack on Titan is like a joke.
yeah. It's like big guys.
And it's sad that
yeah,
a lot of people only know it from the English dub. When the sub is just great.
it's way better.
And we're not sub like snobs.
No,
No, yeah.
It's all, well,
am.
oh, okay, Johnny's a
Johnny is.
I love. I have my differences.
Yeah, but
I like both.
Me
It's
too,
just this
yeah.
was not what up to
Ugh.
par.
Blah.
Johnny.
Johnny.
Okay, mine was a game that
Ooh.
came out.
Oh
this year.
yeah.
Video
A
game.
video
Oh
game.
yeah, I know
What
this.
is this, a video game podcast?
An electric game?
Yeah,
Was
a
it
video game.
from Tiger Electronics?
Actually, I have the wiki up right now. Apparently, Atlas did it.
Really?
I forgot
Really?
about that. I knew Zombie Studios did it, but Atlas was the publisher of it. The game was called Daylight, and it released in North America April 29th of 2014. I purchased this game April 28th of 2014. You know what? This was like one of the first games I spontaneously bought. I was like, I don't know anything of this game. I know it's survival horror and that, but I'm just gonna play it.
Mm-hmm.
This game was the exact same game level, and the way I beat it, maybe because I played it right when it came out, was all you had to do was not look at the creature that was following you. So how I beat the game, I just looked down. All you had to do was look down. They wouldn't grab you from behind or anything like that.
So it was like me in high school. The game.
Oh, that's sad.
yeah, all you had to do was look down.
Don't look at the creature.
Yeah, don't look at the creature. Pick up glow sticks.
But what if he's beautiful? What if you want to look at the creature?
That would be a better game.
I have a video. Alex was actually Skyping with me while I was playing it, and
Weren't we singing or something?
yeah, and I actually do call the creature beautiful because she like glitched right in front of me, and she was just staying there, dreadlocks and everything. No, that was our Rust video.
Oh yeah, that we were singing in. Yeah.
And the thing is that they actually improved the game because I went back and played it because I was gonna record some more and do a review on it. So I don't know if they made it not the same gameplay as it was, but I know it was more terrifying when I went back to play it. You still could just look down and the monster wouldn't attack you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
that was it. Daylight.
It was a broken game.
I recommend it. 10 out of 10. It's the best game of 2014.
This is my review.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite game. So, do you guys want to add anything to this end of the year podcast? Are we ready to sign off?
I think this year was great. I don't think we had a lot of great games that came out this year.
At the end of the year,
At
for
the-
me,
yeah,
Yeah.
which was Super Smash. We also
Mario
got Mario
Kart.
Kart, which boosted Wii U
saved
sales.
it.
Yeah.
Saved
Yeah,
it.
it saved it from going under.
Shovel Knight, Child of Light.
Child of Light.
Those were earlier, but I guess we're the Nintendo guys, so we only play Nintendo. But like, if other people were here, they would tell you about PlayStation and Xbox.
Infamous.
It was like the game of re-releases as well. You
Yeah.
get Grand Theft Auto 5, The Last of Us. I think that's it. I can't think of any other ones.
Pokemon,
Pokemon's Alpha
Omega,
and Omega.
yeah. So we're gonna come back in a few days, and we're gonna tell you what we're excited about next year.
Our predictions.
Our predictions, and it should be pretty good because we're not psychics.
I predict that it's gonna be fun.
So, guys, we are Select Your Player on Facebook, on Tumblr, on Twitter. Are we on Twitter?
No,
Individually.
We are not. Yeah, individually.
Individually.
we are.
Find
Yeah.
the Coneheads on Twitter.
Yeah.
Streaming, Twitch. Find Johnny,
Johnny Bump.
Yeah,
and,
you can find me on Twitch at Johnny Bumpkins.
and then Michael's on there.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
He doesn't really Twitch, but he has YouTube channel.
Oh, YouTube. Okay.
Michelangelo.
with 3 O's.
3 O's.
Yeah, and then if you notice on our Facebook page, it says that we are a bi-weekly podcast. We are going to try to do that.
New Year's
Because
resolution.
we kind of lied to you about that, but not this year.
We'll talk about all the stuff we're gonna do or have coming up for 2015
Sweet.
at our
All our
next pod.
plans.
Yeah.
So, happy
Devious
holidays. Happy holidays from me, Dojo,
Alex.
and
Jared,
And
And-
Johnny.
and thanks for listening.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
See you next year.
Yeah,
Good
thanks.
night.